and let y'all know what's happening today. Invite you to come by and say hello. Get some photographs if you like. Um, any donation, penny, nickel, dime, dollar, hug, whatever, uh, roach, whatever. You get a tag to Kennebago, just like the other people that made any type of a donation. That's my way of keeping her on the road and keeping the head right and everything else. Hello, Mr. Sean. I'm doing all right, except my generator keeps shutting off every 5 minutes. As soon as it starts to cool a couple degrees, it shuts off. And my Weston house used to do that. There's that damn carbon monoxide sensor. I just adjusted the way the wind's hitting it and stuff, so hopefully that takes care of it. I'm doing just great. I've already got a couple signatures this morning. I'm happy with that. Of course, I want more. But I think it's telling me that it's time to go ahead and pull over. I may try, if it keeps giving me problems all day today, I'm just going to go ahead and pull into the park and plug in and get things fixed and start getting a radiator. If it makes it through and does okay, then I'm going to try and spend one more day, not here, but out in the public's eye, and then go into the campground area. Because I'm not really going to get much attention in the campground. I'm just there ordering a radiator and passing time while it gets sent, and it's cheaper to stay in the campground than it is to run my generator and sit on the side of the road. Isn't that amazing? I'll stay cool, but there's no gym or nothing like that on here. And if you want to disrespect me like that, don't care how I stay, okay? Don't be disrespecting me in my name, please. That's all I ask people. Don't disrespect me in my name. Not if you want to stay on the channel. My first name is Four, Four. You want to call me Jim? Make sure it's Mr. in front of it, not a Jimmy, Jimbo, Jim Boy, or none of that bullshit. And we get along fine. Oh, you ain't telling me nothing. I don't know. I give away a little Joshua every day. Matter of fact, a couple cops come by. They pulled someone over and they ended up pulling in here. And I told the one cop, hey, when y'all got done, I'd like to say something before y'all leave. He came over, and I gave him a couple of little Joshuas, and they loved it. Hi. So, yeah, you're absolutely right. He's coming soon. Real soon. We're fulfilling prophecy every day. Come on, Satan, leave my generator alone. Let it run. Oh, I'm not coming to Kansas City. Been there many a time. I'm glad my eyes are open. Why wouldn't they be? Good Lord's not done with me yet. He's had me on a 12-year mission. He'll let me know when it's over. Very, very good. So, how about y'all? How many of y'all are not on the petition? Probably a few, huh? Do yourself and me a favor. Go get on the petition. Here's how you do it. Nobody belongs in jail for weed, and it needs to be federally legal. Not regulated, legal. Not decriminalized, legal. 420 Jim. They spell it out on my birth certificate and driver's license like that, F-O-U-R-T, but I can sign my name like that. So either one, you just look up 420 Jim. You're looking for the word petition. There it is there it is there. Big, small, it don't matter. Just hit the word petition. And it takes you right there. And you click there to sign the petition. Now it takes you to federal petition. Release our cannabis prisoners. If they're in there for federal or state crime, just marijuana, let them free. If they're in there for other crime, well, they got to serve the rest of that time. And we want it federally legal for everybody, everywhere across the United States of America. Expunge everybody's record, damn it. So y'all go there, you come up here, yours is going to say sign the petition. Click on that, and all you got to do is put a name, address, and email. Absolutely. And you're on it. Now, it will try and bum a couple dollars. That goes to change.org. Not one penny goes to me. If you want to send them money to share the petition, please do so. If you want to help the mission, you can't do it through them. But your signature is the main thing. And a lot of people cannot donate at all. You don't have to. Scroll up. It says, no thanks, I'd rather share. You know what I mean? So just sign it and share it. Heck, share it to yourself. There's always someone you can share it to. Anyhow, so we've gotten 4 signatures this morning. That's better than a poke a knife, sharp stick any day of the week, right? Are my comments not working, or is nobody talking? Sometimes they take my comments away, and it's a real B, if you know what I mean. I gotta do something too. Sorry about that. Reset my smart box. Oh, I got comments. Hey Sean, hey Mr. Eddie, hey Ronnie. So anyhow, to let y'all know, I think I found a radiator between $2 and $250. It's brand new. It's aluminum. You know, it's going to be guaranteed and all. I think that's the way to go. Now I can get it a little cheaper, like $179, but it's got plastic tanks. I would rather have solid aluminum radiator. You know, I don't want aluminum and plastic. Might as well go the extra $50 or whatever, you know what I mean? Isn't that what y'all would think? Anybody know? Because, man, you can crack that plastic and whatever. I'd rather pay the extra $40, $50 and just get it solid aluminum. But I can get one through Summit Racing for $249. Could be here in a couple of days. Pretty sure it'd fit in. Then all I gotta do is modify the bracket. Yeah, go with the all aluminum, huh? Did I talk to what people? You lost me. Now, the number that Will gave me, they say they ain't taking calls at this time or something like that to leave your number. I left my number, which I normally don't do, but I did, and I've heard no word back. So we'll see if I can get a bunch of spam calls and shit now, or I don't think Will would set me up on nothing, but you know, somebody could fake something and Will find it and send it to me, whatever. But Anyhow, they don't answer the phone. Uh, you're thinking weeds are stronger than 10 years of back? You'd be absolutely right. But that ain't a good thing. You may think it is, but it's not a good thing. No, I ain't getting headers. Yeah, see, when it was of God and it wasn't so genetically modified that it got all this super, super, super indica shit out there, it was of God and it was balanced. It had all the right terpenes. It had all the right CBD. It had the right. God made that plant right. If you didn't like that plant, go get another. But don't genetically modify shit. Don't grow it in chemicals. Grow it in the earth where we come from, like God intended. Don't grow it underneath false lighting. Grow it under the lighting that God gave us. Because all you did was make devil weed. That's all you made, devil weed. The real high moon and the couch, yeah, devil weed. But you know, hey, some people like that. It's the same with alcohol. You know, it used to be wine, just say 20 proof and stuff. Then man made 110 proof and shit, you know, because the devil can do better, he thinks, you know. And of course he's going to make high potent moonshines and shit, you know. He's going to make high potent cannabis. You got to expect that. That don't mean it's better for you. No call, no nothing. What are you talking about? Oh, it's longer than 10 years back. You're absolutely wrong there. You're absolutely wrong. Let's report this guy for being a sexual pervert. Homegrown's always the best. God made all kinds of strains. There's like 200 different strains of cannabis and hemp. Oh, we know about that. Our weed from the 70s and 80s was 100% more kick-ass than this shit nowadays. And you just don't know because you wasn't back from that day, or you would say the same thing. Yep, the skunk bud, the creep weed, the Centimia, and the Acapulco Gold, the Gainesville Green and shit we had kicked the shit out of this stupid shit you smoke nowadays. I didn't say it was more powerful, but that's just too powerful. Who gives a shit? Who wants to take 3 hits and go to bed for 5-10 hours? If you're in chronic pain and that's what you want to do and want to be lazy and shit, go for it. But the pot from the 70s was 100 times better. Red hair, yeah, I ain't heard red hair in a while. I don't know about acid nowadays. Acid back in the day was pretty good. And if you need anything stronger than pot, go eat a mushroom. Thai stick was good. Yeah, the real Thai stick. See, y'all want to argue about your pot and this, that, and the other instead of just signing the petition. Who gives a shit? If you like what you like, get what you like, use what you like. But you should always see your local guy instead of a dispensary. 75% of the weed grown in the dispensaries is bullshit. Damn near 100% of the weed in the smoke shops is pure bullshit. Sure, you'll get high from it, but it's all genetically modified and speed cured and everything. Boom, boom, boom. Seed to flower 90 days, harvested, dried in 2 days through radiation and shit, and then sold. You're smoking poison. Oh, I know I don't lie. Well, you just had the wrong weed back in your day. You just had the wrong weed. And the reason the other drugs aren't good today is because everybody's trying to step on it and kill each other with fentanyl and stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's cool and everything. But these pot for profit places, they microwave the pot to get rid of the moisture and stuff, and cure it so they can put it right out on the shelves and stuff. It's garbage, man. It's garbage. Yeah, that's the best thing to do. Oh yeah, if you can heat press, yeah, if you heat press to get your dab, yeah, that's the best way if you're going to smoke it. Heat press it. Then you're not getting all the plant matter, yada yada, this, that, and the other. But truthfully, we're not supposed to put smoke in our lungs. The absolute best way to do cannabis is the way God told us. We're supposed to eat it. And if you heat it up before you eat it, you're going to get the emporium high from it. If you don't heat it up, you're not going to. Oh, love the hat. Right on. What do you mean did I score yet? I don't have money for weed. If you had a few bucks and wanted to get me a pre-roll or eighth or something, I can do that. And I could do that in a matter of a couple of minutes. You know why? Because I'm sitting at one of the very few dispensaries. Now, I don't know. I haven't been to the other two here in town. I haven't talked with them. But I met these folks yesterday and everything, and they love what I'm doing. The general manager signed the petition, just come by and signed the petition a few minutes ago. My gosh, make sure you support dispensaries like this. Because like Springfield, Missouri, I wanted to go to a 420 event there where Stoner Gump was and all. And they wouldn't even let me go to it because they said it was political. I mean, heck, if it wasn't for our political beliefs and doing what I'm doing, they would not even be open right now. You know what I mean? If none of us pioneered the path that others come along and followed and helped and took over and whatnot, we wouldn't be where we are right now. But if you're anywhere near Metropolis, Illinois, come on by Thrive today only. The park I'm going to park at's like a quarter mile down the road there. Sitting out here trying to get signatures. Hey, come see. I think he said his name's Scooby or Scooter. Gosh, I don't want to mistake it. But he's got a bunch of tie-dyes up there. Really nice guy, really nice tie-dyes. Really cool ones. I'll show you a cloth that he gave me. He does t-shirts and cloths and stuff, or tapestry, whatever you call it. Well, he gave me one. You see the water dripping out of there? That's been dripping, and I only moved a half mile, and I've been parked here for hours now, and it's still dripping out. So, got to get that radiator. Oh, and guess what? You talk about runs in the family. I kid you not. I get a hello, Dad. Just wanted to let you know that we're alive and okay and yada yada. Because she lives out in Phoenix, it's real hot there and everything. And I told her whatnot, and that she mentioned her car was broke down. They were having trouble with the car, and I put back, yeah, I know how that is. I got a hole in my radiator, and I got to get one. And she writes me back, that's exactly what's wrong with their car. But see, they got one of them newer cars that, hell, even if I was there, I probably couldn't put a radiator in. They got so much stupid shit in the way nowadays on them cars. I wouldn't want to work on them. But Lee, come over here. Lee, over here. But the good Lord provided a nice place to stay at today, and right on. I didn't say all the weed. I didn't say all the weed at the dispensaries. Yeah. And I didn't say that this dispensary had shit weed. I didn't say all dispensaries, and I didn't say all their weed. See, you're putting words in my mouth. Why do you think I said this is a good dispensary to come to? Yeah. See, you're just trying to be one of them yat and putting words in my mouth. I never said they had bad weed here. Now, I said all the smoke shops. This ain't a smoke shop. This is a dispensary. You need to be more careful about putting words in my mouth, would you? What's up? No, I haven't ordered a radiator yet because I don't have the address and space number or nothing to have it delivered to until I go over here and get a spot, right? Dispensaries aren't smoke shops. This is a legal recreational dispensary. Smoke shops, you go in and you buy pipes and 0.3 or THCA or whatever. Smoke shops are not dispensaries. Mooch. You're always stupid. Yeah, one row's not good. But hey, Frankie, I figured a way that I can put any radiator that fits. And between $2 and $250, I can get one, a brand new aluminum one, from Summit Racing, where I got the fan and this, that, and the other. So I'm going to take the measurements and everything, but see, I can't order one until I get a place to send it. So I got to go over, pay for my rent, get my spot and all that, and I have a place to send it to. Yeah, you got to be careful of a lot of the dispensaries. It's like cops. It's about like anything. There's good and bad in everything, and it's same with the dispensaries. If it's more of a major for profit type thing, well, they don't care. They sell a lot of garbage and stuff. It's just for the profit. But there are lots of dispensaries, well, not lots, I mean, there's a lot more that don't care, but there's a few dispensaries around like Thrive here and stuff. Oh, there's three or four more, but there ain't many. Um, and they appreciate the fight, and they normally have really good product. A lot of organic product and stuff. Yeah, yeah. Well, see, when you say looking past them and all, I remember most of them are so stupid they don't know that being an advocate, doing what I'm doing, talking on this, coming, standing out, people setting up at the they don't see that as work. Matter of fact, I have a song and it says that I'm living every day like a holiday or something, which is totally wrong, but it's the lyrics in an AI generated song. But they're so dumb they don't know that I work every day fighting for yours, mine, everybody's rights to cannabis. I work every day to get our cannabis prisoners out of jail. I do. Whether I'm out talking to people, talking on the internet, or keeping the mobile billboard where people, see it and take pictures in the QR and all. So actually, I'm doing 24/7, but technically, 16 hours a day from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. I don't mind if people come, talk, yada, yada, this, that, and the other, whatever. But let me rest from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. That includes the cops. I'd be really, really nice with that. Because I'm not camping. It has nothing to do with recreation. It's work. And a good way for being paid for this work is leave me alone. Cops and stuff. Don't try and say I'm camping and shit. Leave me alone. I'm doing a public service that I don't charge for. Some dispensaries do have top shelf bud, and you pay top shelf price for it too. Nobody didn't say they didn't. There's a difference between saying the bad dispensary sells 75% yuck. That's still saying they got 25% of pretty decent stuff. Hey, I appreciate y'all that appreciate me fighting instead of wanting to argue about this, that, and the other. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, good for you. Good for you. When I drove school bus and stuff, I quit pot, and those were great days in my life. But you know what? You don't judge people or nothing. If it's good for you, fine. It leaves more for me. Amen. Abolish all the fraudulent laws on it. Oh, I've been to jars that's got fairly decent bud. Jars has got some fairly decent bud. Matter of fact, they've got them in Arizona, and they had in Phoenix, Arizona, the day of the Super Bowl. Jars put on a big concert, and I was between the VIP tent and the stage. Yep. See, I tell you, some dispensaries are great. Jars is one of them. King of the Bud, Michigan, Mudball, what's up? What up? Oh, you're absolutely right. You're right. They're trying to kill what we worked for, and people don't realize what's coming next year. Yeah, it's going to take it all over medical. I'd bet my last dollar on it. Yeah, I hate it when people waste pot. Yeah, I'd like to know how. I'd like everybody to use it efficiently. Like when all these people came out and started selling bud, and they'd trim it, and they'd take all the buds off, and then complain and bitch and moan about the stalks and everything. Everything on that plant is usable. The idiots just burn it or throw it in dumps. What idiots they are. Everything on that plant is usable and recyclable. Homegrown's the best. Well, okay. Here's my point on that. Right now, because we Googled it yesterday, cannabis is a class 1, class 3 narcotic. I shit you not. Go Google it. If it's recreational under federal law, you got a class 1 narcotic. Bad, bad, bad. If you have a medical card, you've got a class 3 narcotic. And long as it's within your prescription and whatnot, you're not bad. I shit you not. It's exactly like that. Well, let this blow your mind. When you take a bud, I wish I had one to show you. When you take a bud off the plant and put it here in the camera, that's not THC. Ain't no way in hell it's THC. It's not a drug. You can't consider it a drug. You can eat that all you want and you're not going to get high. It's THCA. But if you smoke it, vape it, cook it into a product or something, you will get high because you made THC out of THCA. So to say that you just have THC, that's an absolute freaking lie. Yeah. Yeah. More worried about the look, the smell, the fat, and the name, you know? I would hope it would. Hello, Costello. Well, Oh, that's a stupid thing to say right there, stupid. Thought you'd use a fancy word. I'll look it up. Yeah, it has nothing to do with extended period leisure or recreation, stupid. I'm out here fighting for people's rights. If you think this is recreation, leisure, and camping, you need to go get an education. Stop using your stupid fancy words. Go get a real education. Yeah, I muted y'all because I was trying to ask Google what that word meant because it was one I didn't know. And some idiot think they're going to sleek in a word that I don't know to say that I'm just leisure and recreational around. Oh, yeah, the emperor wears no clothes. I'll tell you one better. Go watch the documentary of Jack Herer, the guy that wrote the Emperor Wore No Clothes. Yeah, go watch his documentary. That's even better. 2 thumbs up on Jack Herer. And where am I reading what? Someone made a comment that I went ahead and took care of. Someone posted up here, hang on a minute. Oh, well, I already took it off. You're a great DACITO or whatever. And I Googled what that meant. And anyhow, it meant someone leisurely, yada yada, this, that, and the other. Exactly opposite of what we had just discussed a few minutes before. So it was one of the idiot trolls. It just took them a few minutes to look up the word. Probably had to ask AI. Yeah, that was right when I muted the mic. I could go back and look and see what it said, but and normally if I don't know a word, a term of a word, I'll look it up. I ain't shy. Pays off a lot of times to look it up. And it's funny, they put that just a couple minutes after I was talking about, this is work 24/7 basically, because if it's out on the road, it's doing the job, right? I may not be working itself, but who's keeping it on the road? Who's keeping the lights on? Who's keeping it, So, yeah. Like towing. It's considered 24/7, but no, I'm not out driving and working 24/7. I'm on call 24/7. That's what I say when I say I do this 24/7. I'm on call 24/7. Prove me wrong. Ain't no different than working a tow truck job 24/7. You're on call. Something happens, you got to go fix it. You're on call. And I'm on call here. When somebody knocks on the door in the middle of the night, I don't say go away or nothing after 10 o'clock. I'm on call. I open the door and say, yo, what? No, I'm not living here. Yo, move on. Yo, figure out my name yourself. Whatever to the cops. However they treat me, I treat them. Yeah, we're supposed to get afternoon shower. Well, we were supposed to get them yesterday and the day before. Now they're saying the next 3 days we're supposed to get them. But the good Lord's been steering them around us like I've been asking. So, I sure appreciate that. I would like to set out here today and tomorrow. I mean, what I make today will pay for my generator gas, so I really profit signatures today. Not necessarily any cash to help with the repairs and stuff. Um, but it's the signatures. So today and tomorrow, I really want to stay out and get signatures. How did I not overheat? I got air conditioning on. And I try not to live in the AC. I only turn the AC on when it gets really, really hot. Um, but yeah, I have AC. Who's going to be swapping it out? Me, of course. Hell, I put the engines in. I do all the maintenance and everything on this. That's why I say it's a never-ending job. No matter what, I got to keep it repaired. I got to keep the lights working. I got to keep it moving. The brakes, the transmission, everything. I do everything. I keep the mobile billboard alive and going. All is well. Well, the bubbler's not always filled, but that's okay. The good Lord above, He just kind of leads me where I'm going. Has ever since I started this trip. It just took me a little while to figure that out. Oh, look, stupid. Here's something about kissing. Uh, in your fantasies, leave me out of your fantasies, please, please, please. Especially if you're a guy. I eat at the Y. I eat at the Y. You do you guys. You guys do yourself. Whatever. Leave me out of that. No, I'm not going to Colorado. I'm going back out to Black Canyon City, Arizona, where I live. Who didn't read what you said? I don't give a shit if you don't think it was stronger 10 years ago or not, and nobody else does. You're entitled to your own opinion. Get your pennies out of a twist. So your opinion is. But there, you know what? There's people that tell me that California and Colorado's got the best weed, and I'd say bullshit. Because I came through Kentucky and I got a piece of bud that would knock your dick in the dirt compared to Colorado or California. So you're entitled to your own opinion. Get your pennies out of a twist or move on. Oh, I'm doing great, George. Who's Noodles? I don't know. Have I gotten message from Noodles or something? George, I'm doing great. I don't know, Eddie. Why, they post something or something I didn't see? What do you mean, what's my mission today? The same as every day. Get the cannabis prisoners out of jail and free the weed legally for all? Oh, I'd love to get some Belgian weed. Oh, I'm sure I'll do some lives time to time or whatnot. Sure. How many and whatever, I don't know. But it's going to take me a while to get back because I've got to stop in Missouri and hire a lawyer against Walmart and stuff. So I may not actually get home until a couple, January, February or something. It just all depends on whether we do a march and everything. Sean, you got to be in my shoes and try and see them and answer them all. And then people get upset if you miss something or whatever. And it's like, geez, you see me at glasses, you see me this close reading, what the hell else can I do? According to it by the Union Chile Day. Oh, right on, right on. Look at this idiot. It says go take a shower. They don't know if I had a shower a couple hours ago or whatever. What, do you want to come sniff my ass or lick my nuts or something? I mean, why do you care? Pervert. Is that what you are? Oh, you're a pervert. Never mind. Yeah, I don't want you sniffing my balls or nothing. Well, thank you. Oh, wouldn't that be something? Take this back, put it on pontoons, and just go live on the lake. Man, don't threaten me with a good time. I could do that in a heartbeat. Don't threaten me with a good time. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know why anybody wants to talk to me about taking a shower or something unless they want to sniff my nuts or my asshole or something. Maybe they got an armpit fetish or whatever. I don't understand it. How do they know when I shower or bathe or anything? No, I don't get butt hurt, but I bitch slap people all the time. There you go, little bitch. Enjoy your slap. Ah. No, I wouldn't smoke fent. Oh, they don't care. They're the type that won't even sign the petition to get our cannabis prisoners free. All they care about is coming on somebody that's, got a fairly good channel, whatnot, and acting like an idiot. They can't handle cannabis. They don't like cannabis, But, I mean, look, there's 37 people here joined in, liking, watching, whatever. There's going to be a couple haters in it, but 30 of the 7 are enjoying it and support it and like it, you know what I mean? But you're always going to have haters and stuff, good and bad and everything. Yeah, unfortunately, I love lobster and shrimp and all that, but I won't eat it no more. The government's poisoned me enough. I don't want to eat that stuff no more. Anyhow, Google 420 Jim. And I don't tell you that for fame or anything. I don't give a shit if you look at the stories. You can do it like the top one. That's what's birth certificate, my driver's license, all my stuff. First name Poor, last name Jim. Now, I do sign all my documents 420JIM, but you can search it under either one. You're looking for the word petition, like there. There's the first step, boom. And that bypasses websites, everything, takes you directly to the petition. No one belongs in jail for weed, and we need federally legalized. Go down here and read the issues and stuff. You can leave comments why it's important to sign. Come back. Yours is going to say sign the petition. Oh, we got one. Yours is going to say sign the petition. Click it. Name, address, and email is all it's going to ask you for. And you on it. Name, address, and email. The last thing it says, would you like to chip in? You don't have to chip in, especially if you can't afford it. It don't even go to me. They kind of make it sound like it does, but it don't. It's for them to share the petition. You do not have to donate the sign. Just scroll up. Use your finger, scroll up a hair, and put no thanks, I'd rather share. And if you share it on Facebook, oh, please, 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 put hashtag 420gem, would you? I'd love you for it. Pineapple Express. Shit, yeah. The hell, I'm sitting outside of the dispensary, but I ain't got money to go buy nothing. But it'll be okay. Hey, enjoy.
Up in the sky, 422, got a mission riding by. The people down high, hold us out, hold us tall, saying peace, love, cannabis for all. Dance to the music from the coast to the plains. Talk to the people while you're cruising through the lanes. The cannabis will be the green, it's the wild on the spreading legalization everywhere we go. These are all from DCs, spreading years.
There's Lilu in the window. Self-grown's the best. Yeah, we had a little smoke going on that day and night. Oh, a lot of people have smoked with me and may have left a bud here or there for me. They take care of me. That's why when some idiot comes on here trolling saying, you got money for weed? No, I don't. Just like yesterday, I was gifted $420. I figured it was for the radiator. But I still asked, hey, is it okay if I spend $3 on a beer to celebrate? Because, maybe that wasn't intended for something like beer. That's just the way I am. He told me I can spend it however I felt like I wanted to. And, of course, I want to go get a celebrated beer. But, of course, I'm going to ask first. Just like now, I'm not going to the dispensary on the money because it's not for that. It's for the mission. If I'm supposed to have smoke, somebody will donate something on the Cash App, go get a little smoke or whatever. Or maybe someone will give me a little bud, a roach or something as they go by this today. You never know. You just never know. I did get a $20 donation for a t-shirt, so that's going to take care of gas for today for the generator. I love that. You got to give respect to get respect. That's in life. That's in karma. That's in relationship. That's in everything. In everything. If you want respect in life, give everything else respect. Animals, plants, people. You know what I'm saying? You just got to give them that respect. Oh, well, hey, going for you, I used to be a coke kid, and I didn't steal and whatnot to support my habit. I sold coke back in the day to support my habit, or I worked my ass off putting engines in and doing head jobs and shit on engines. Um, but the good Lord let me walk away from that, God, over 20 some years ago now. Just like cigarettes since 2019. No patch, no rehab, no nothing. Just finally saying, by God, I'm going to control myself. Or, you got to know you are the one that's got to control yourself. You can let the demon control it. You can let the Lord control it. You can try and split in the middle, whatever, but But I knew with my determination and promising the Father above, hey, you let me walk away from cocaine, yada yada, and not have to go to rehab and stuff, I won't do it no more because I know I love it. I love it. I tell people, if you bring me a whole dump truck full, maybe. But no, I love it. And I know if I was to do any coke at all, I'd be right back doing coke again. So I'm going to keep my promise to Yahweh. Because he let me walk away with it with no rehabilitation, none of that. Of course, you're going to get the temptation from the devil, what here and there. But you just say no. I made a promise to the Father. The same with tobacco. And when I gave up alcohol for a few years. I drink beer now, but nothing like I used to. What do you mean I celebrate a lot? I celebrate a lot. What's that supposed to mean? Drinking a beer last night and saying I was celebrating yeah, I celebrate a lot. But you know what? In all honesty, I do. Every time I get a signature, I celebrate it. Smoke a hit, smoke a joint, whatever. Yeah, I celebrate a lot. You're absolutely right. You're not telling a lie, but what's wrong with that? Tell me what's wrong with that. I'd rather be celebrating and getting signatures and moving on across the country and whatnot than to be, oh, damn, nobody's signing a petition, can't do this, you know what I mean? So, but you're absolutely right, and I am so glad that I'm celebrating instead of not, Thank you. You mind your mouth, yep. You're right, Mr. Eddie. I've got so much to celebrate. The Hillbilly Kush Crew, Crosswords, John. I got so much. Like I say, bless him for saying that statement. Because it's true, and I'm thankful. I'd love to celebrate every day than to be mad at this, that, and the other. And every time I get a signature, to me, that's a celebration. It is. What do you mean, not last night? Oh, the 165 proof, not last night? Hey, what's happening? Turtles Hawk, what's up? Man, I took a chunk out of there. I mean, a literal chunk. I'm rubbing it, and it's like, damn, there's skin pits there. Well, oh, and I got 2 free pizzas today too. A card for a large free pizza and 2 cards. One of the owners of Papa John's over here in Kentucky, he said he owns a few of the Papa John's over there. He come by, signed a petition, him and his lady friend too. Isn't that something? Owner of Papa John. License plate says pizza. He said, hey, go look at my license plate. You'll see something cute. And I said pizza, and they come back and got my license and said he wants to see something cuter. And then he read 420 Jim. I think I got your license plate beat. I mean, it's cool, but I think I got your license plate beat. Yeah, don't do the Well, you can't judge all of the shops by that one. You know, it could have been bad refrigeration. Could have been anything. Like, it could have been bad. I don't know. But, you know, I've had their chicken pizzas before and you know, be all right. But, yeah, it kind of makes you, once you've had a bad chicken one. One wild turkey. There you go. What? Oh, shucks. It's lunchtime. Hey, this is Friday, too. Uh, I'll probably just sit here until close and move off first thing in the morning. I'm probably going to go back and sit in front of the statue. I may go look at Superman or where it's located. If there's parking next to the Superman, I may go park over by it for tomorrow. If not, I'm going back over in front of Big John. That was pretty good parking area, I think. And then, depending Sunday, probably into the state park. Well, thank you. Well, I don't do a noontime anymore or nothing. I just happened to come on here today. I only do a 420 scheduled live now. Um, so yeah, make sure you people turn the notifications on. I don't do a noontime or 7 p.m. live. I mean, I know it's noon now, but I just happened to be on here from earlier. I do a random one here and there, maybe in the morning and in the evening. But my only scheduled live for now on is at 4:20 p.m. Central Time. Well, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. That's kind. Thank you. I'm starting to talk to more and more people this week that agree that. So I think we're going to see hopefully we'll see this petition going up. I've been talking to more and more people, some that are in the industry and whatnot, that agree that Class 3 is coming and recreational is going to be going. They're already telling, if you go search, the federal government are telling all these dispensaries, all of them, to go apply for their federal license. Not just the medical ones. But right now, the federal government's made it to where all the medical card holders, you know, your medical dispensaries, they got to go over there and buy the federal license. And I think it's $700 some per location. You know, if you only have one store, fine. If you got 10, you got to get 10 different location license. And then you're good, and you're going to collect the federal tax and stuff too and whatnot. But owners of recreation can go ahead and register and do that with their employees and stuff. And I think the reason that they're doing that and keeping it open and letting them know is it may take a few months, it may take a year, but I don't see them letting recreation and medical. I don't see it. I hope like hell I'm wrong, but I do not see it. How are they going to keep it a class 1 and a class 3? Somebody is going to challenge that in the court. It's either going to be a class 1 or a class 3. And they're going to start enforcing class 1 and class 3 laws then. Isn't that something? Only our government could pull something like that. Only our government can pull that off. Hey, sorry about that. I hope you caught on to the fact that I said I had to answer a phone call. I'm glad I did. Guessing Red called. You're a good guess. You're a damn good guess. Let me go up to a couple, see what I missed. Oh, Big Mike, what's up? Yo, been missing you, man. Yeah, I had to take a call, and yes, it was about the radiator. It's funny, you didn't know you can leave a stream running like that. Yeah. Got a radiator for $80. Two problems. It's 45 minutes from me, which I probably could do with this, stopping a couple times, whatever. I may not even have to stop a couple times. But I got to take it out. That's why it's $80. If I can arrange the ride and stuff within $100, which hell, I might get a cheap U-Haul, a U-Haul pickup, and if it's only 50 miles there and 50 miles back, whatever, 125 bucks, I'd still be within. And this is the radiator that comes out, looks just like mine. An Uber 50, 60 miles north, he said it's 45 minutes away. It's going to cost you as much as if you rent a U-Haul truck and done it. There you go, Mike. There you go, Mike. But look, I've got so many things popping in right now that we can do. I got to look up how far away it is and all. Hell, I might just be able to drive up there, pull up, take that one out. While I'm there, take mine out, put that one in. Boom. Everything works, everything's fine. Yada-da, And if not, order the new one. Then yeah, I don't. But see what I'm saying? If I was to buy a used radiator anywhere, you're never not going to know if nothing's wrong with it unless you're just going on their word. Yeah, even if you take plenty of water with you, maybe you should take an air compressor too and a couple rags, and put it under pressure, because you're not going to find leaks unless you put it under pressure. You see what I'm saying? and you really don't. I don't have a way to pressure test it. Yeah, Big Mike, I'm where Superman is. I'm going to be here for another 4 or 5 days. I've got to fix or replace. Well, I can't fix. I'm going to replace the radiator. Um, it's between two and 250, and I've got to modify my brackets and stuff. Or I can get a used one that I have to come and take out for $80. And there may be other parts that I need off of it. Uh, you know what I mean? Grommets, this, that, and the other, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it'd be worth it to go up and you know. Well, yeah, a new one would have a warranty, but then again, like I say, you're you're converting everything, and I got to buy a grinder, grinding wheel, cut out things and whatnot, compared to putting in what it's made for. How you doing, can of biscuit? Some idiot would have to post that. No, stupid. Clean out your ears. I said I would have to buy a grinder. Yeah, I needed to reach out to Superman and tell him 420 Jim's got trouble. Can you help? That'd be something, dude. That'd be something if the Daily Planet was still running and they could do a story on the trolls and the Walmart and the petition and stuff. Wouldn't that be something? That'd be one hell of a story for that newspaper. Under federal law right now, under federal law that just changed, what you did was comply with federal law. Because right now it's a class 1 narcotic for recreational users under federal law, and it's a class 3 narcotic for medical patients. And as long as you have your card and it's got your name on your baggie or whatever you buy it in and whatnot, you're in compliance. Other than that, you're going to face federal penalties. Oh, it's a coming. It's a coming. It's going to come hard. I can't afford things like that. Why don't people get together, a couple of people, and post a petition in their paper? You know, why would I? You know, I can't afford it. Well, there's people can't smoke out of a tampon paper. Now, I wouldn't the ones nowadays because it's plastic, but back in the day, hell, and that person, I ain't gonna smoke that. Shit, leaves more for me. Oh, I said that the tie-dye guy, remember me saying something? Look what he gave me. Yeah, isn't that sweet? I was thinking about putting it as a drop behind me, but then it messes with the QR code. Yeah, the guy up here at Thrive, he's sitting in the corner there, straight ahead. Anyhow, he's got a whole big rack of T-shirts he does, um, and tapestries like that. It's really cool. Oh, I'm going to fix it for later. I'm actually going to put the tapestry up and then put that on the tapestry, because that's more important anyway. It'd be all right. Hey, thank you for liking and subbing. I'm on TikTok. I'm restricted a lot, but I'm on TikTok. Just look up my name like on here, 420 Jim. First name 4, last name Jim. You won't find me on Facebook, people. I am banned on Facebook. Sorry about that. I kept my word. I stayed on there as long as I could. I told my fans I wanted to quit every day, but I promised them I wouldn't. But if I got kicked off, there's nothing. And finally, Mark took me up on that and kicked me off. What a putz. But have you signed the petition? That's the main thing. The petition's worth more than my channel is. So hopefully you've done that, or will do that, because that's the main thing. The petition's more important than anything right now. Nobody belongs in jail for weed, and we need it federally legal for everybody everywhere. And it's easy to do if one wants to do it. I will show you how easy it is. It is this easy. Search 420 Jim. You can either spell it out like it is on my license and stuff, or the way I sign it. It don't matter. Either one works. Look for the word petition. Click the green box. There is the petition. You can read about it. Nobody belongs in jail. Let them free. And destroy everybody's record. Make it legal for everybody in the United States. Read why people are signing it. Come up here and be 2214. It's been, let me see, a few minutes since someone signed it. We need it quicker. 2 hours ago. See, I've been on here for an hour and 20 minutes telling 100 people, at least by now, about it. Not one of you went over there and signed it. And it's important, man. It's really important. It don't cost you nothing. All you got to do is click on it and put a name, address, and email. People say, I don't want to give out my address. Oh, you can use a mailing address. Anyhow, name, address, and email. No, you do not have to donate to it to sign. It will ask you, try and bum some money. Just scroll up, but no thanks, I'd rather share. It's that simple. It is just that simple. But check this out. The ones that seen it smoking earlier during the day, it smokes pretty good at night too. Smoked more than a blunt that night. If there was somebody named Jim here, would tell you about the court, but my name's 4, not Jim. Especially if you're talking about court things. Couldn't be tamed. Oh, Mr. Jim works. It's my last name. Because of courts and stuff, I got to emphasize from first and last name. But yes, I was the court. I won both cases. And thank you. Oh, thank you for getting people to sign, and please keep sharing it. It's going up slowly. We are getting there. We're still a ways away, but don't give up. Please like, share, and subscribe. All that. I am going to be off the road for a couple of days. Happened there. Sorry about that. But I'm going to be off the road a day or two here in Metropolis, home of Superman. While I'm getting a radiator, I'm either going to go pull one out and look and see about getting some other parts and stuff that I really could use, or I'm going to buy a new one. Whatever. I got to look and see how far away it is. Because I could just take the radiator out of it and swap it into this one. And I don't have to fabricate or do anything or whatnot. And the only reason mine is bad is all the chemical shit that I put in it. But if I go there and it's still got water in it, and and the old antifreeze and stuff, damn well, good. Now, if it's bone dry or anything like that, well, it might tell you, hey, it's leaked out somewhere. Oh, I don't have any certain time I've got to have them by. Me, I set about 55 days from now, give or take. Give or take about 55 days from now. Because it takes time to get a permit and everything. And if I can't get people in 2 months to do it, when it can actually happen overnight. Hey, if the good Lord wants to fill the petition like that, it'll happen. It'll happen overnight. No problem whatsoever. I know this. Just like I needed an engine, bam. I needed a radiator, bam, God's touching people's heart and keeping the mission alive, and we're going. And I love it. I love it. I love it. So all we got to do is get the signatures, and I'm not worried about it. Because if the march is supposed to happen, we're going to have them signatures. If the march is not supposed to happen, I'm not going to get them signatures. That's why I had to finally set a timeline. You know what I mean? Because I do. I either want to go march up in D.C. or I want to plan to get to Virginia and then start heading back towards home. I'll have to stop in Missouri and Kansas and stuff and take care of the Walmart thing. Yeah, I was wondering what meant. I thought I missed a comment or something. Yeah. Oh, I hear you. I hear you. But a lot of sheep like to wait before more sheep. It's the anchor the anchor chain. It's not the anchor itself that holds the vessel. It's the scope that you put out. And running boats and stuff, I know for every 1 foot of depth, you want 7 foot of scope. It's that chain and stuff that lays down that really holds the vessel together from moving and whatnot. So I figure if I get that 10,000 foot chain, okay, I'll put my neck on the chopping block again, and I'll file for the permits and whatnot, and when granted and a date given, announce that 420 Jim's going to hold a religious rights march. So everything's up to the people. I'm out here doing best I can. The good Lord helps me, because before I went over that bridge, boom, I had a major radiator leak. You know, whatever. It started out just like a drip. I thought it was the water pump. That's why I put a new water pump on it. But come find out, nope, it's a pinhole in the radiator. It just blocked and unblocked and whatnot. Now, I don't know if you've seen it a few minutes ago, we went out. It's been dripping since I parked here this morning. Low IQ hip. How did you know that? Better than yours, evidently. You just proved that my IQ is better than yours. Boy, the idiots come all out at once. Do they go to a group and just all at once go attack a town and then go and go? The idiots come out all at once. Isn't that funny? Funny, funny, funny. Yeah, I've heard that works too. Just like pepper and all, but I don't want to rig the radiator. I want to replace the radiator. What's up, Josh? Emergency email, what's up, what's up, what's up? Sign that petition, would you, folks? I appreciate it. Kentucky next week. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. One way or another, or whatever, I should be able to get a radiator. I'm either going to meet someone that's willing to drive the 45 minutes there and back. I pay fuel or something, you know. You never know. I might meet someone here that would do that. Uber's out of the question. It's going to be a couple hundred. I think U-Haul would be about $125 by the time everything's paid for, which still keeps it right around the $200 margin. And if it's got some extra parts like I really would like to have for my wipers, my doors, and something, whatever, that, I mean, I'm sure I'd have to pay for them. But hell, if I can get a radiator for $80, he'd sell some of the other parts pretty cheap too, I'm sure. But depending on what all he has there that he wants to sell at a fair price. And you know what I mean? That's the only reason I'd like to really go that route. And if it's got a great radiator for $80, you can't beat that. Matter of fact, if it has the same radiator as mine, it will scrap out for that $80. So you wouldn't lose money on it. No, I gave that bike away at the flea market. No, it was going to kill me. I did get the pedals unfrozen, and you could pedal it around. I pedaled it around a little bit. You'd feel where it hit the froze part, and then ease up and froze part, and ease up and froze up. Yeah, definitely need to be rebuilt, but I didn't have time for that and whatnot. I've been having trouble for a couple hours with my generator. Matter of fact, I even told Eddie about it. I figured it out, Eddie. Oh, well, see, yeah, I'm not even driving a mile in any direction. Um, Probably. It depends. I mean, if it's 30 some miles away, heck yeah, I might drive this. Um, you get on the road and go on, it might leak a gallon or so of water, but you're going to get 15 miles, 20 miles down the road, pull over, let her cool down, yada, 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 add your fluids, and, you know. But, I don't know. Like I say, maybe someone around here would say, "Yo, man, you fill the tank. I'll take," because a radiator fit in a trunk, a back seat, a truck bed, whatever. Not water, but antifreeze and water. You definitely don't want to put just water in. Not on a 454. 454's normal temperature for running is 210. That's higher than boiling water. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you definitely have to have antifreeze in it with a big block. Robert, I don't have a blunt, but you know what? If you hit up my Cash App, I'll go in right in there. I'll go right inside that door and see if they got blunts. I'm sure they got infused and all kinds of stuff. But man, I don't have the money to just go get one for myself. If I did, I would have already been in there. I agree with you, Eddie. I agree with you. Um, oh, I just bitch slap them, put them in timeout for different times. I don't care. I don't pay no attention. I don't give them no, yeah. I just bitch slap them. They deserve bitch slaps coming here being little bitches. Um, Absolutely, it'd be better. Absolutely. But the idea of having some other parts and stuff, that's pretty good. And I know that radiator, this one would have lasted me the rest of my journey and whatnot, had I not had the engine troubles and put a bunch of crap in it. I get there and it has no fluid, I probably wouldn't buy it. I get there and I drain the fluid, and it has material and stuff in it, from head cylinders and stuff. I wouldn't pull it. Oh, I'm doing good. Oh, they want to try and get negative energy in my head. That's what demons do, and I know this. And every once in a while on a stupid troll comment, I like to set records straight and comment and set. But heck, you have no idea how many ones I get and this, that, and the other. Trust me. Yeah, it was a carbon monoxide thing, but what it was, I was having trouble before, remember, and I said I loosened the exhaust, whatever. Well, when I loosened the screen on the back exhaust, I left the screen there. It's a backfire resistor, basically, so you don't shoot a spark out and catch shit on fire or something. I think that's why they have to put them on there. Backfire, flame retarder, or whatever. Anyhow, I had it cocked this way, and the exhaust was blowing more towards this side of the generator than this side. You could feel it puffing on this side and back across, but you couldn't feel it puffing out this side and back. And I'm like, well, I wonder, because the control panel and everything's on that side. I said, I wonder. So I screwed that side in and unscrewed the other side more. So the screen was cocked this way. And she's been running ever since July, or since I went out there and restarted it. She's been running. So it was a difference of whether I cocked the exhaust towards the, with the screen on the back. I could just take it off and throw it away. But you know, who cares? As long as it runs. Victor, not a whole lot. Wanting to, getting ready to order or go pick up a radiator for the Cannebago. And see, you know, that's to go 45 miles with this. Yeah, we're talking 90 bucks, 100 bucks for me to go over there and get back to this point. So either way, I'd be better off just renting a U-Haul or something if it's going to cost 100 bucks. But I got to find out if they have them radiators in stock and the measurements fit and everything. I think I'm going to buy the aluminum radiator. If not, I will buy the other one. I'm not going to buy the aluminum with plastic tanks. All right on. Well, thanks for joining in. Hey, I'm not here at noon and 7. I'm here at 4:20 every day. I just happen to be doing a live today. But yeah, you got to catch me at 4:20 every day, or whenever you happen to see me on here. Peace out, my brother. And that's to all of y'all, in case you didn't know. Or I used to do a 12 noon and a 7 p.m. live. Since I got back out here, I cut it down to just a 4:20 live every day. But I do random morning and usually random evening one. You know, every time I've tried that, they haven't had either a truck or they quit the program or nothing available. I mean, yeah, I'd have to probably get over to Paducah. I don't even know if they've got a, I mean, I can find out. You forget, I'm in Superman's town. It's a town of 900, I think. I think some lady said that. I could be wrong. Home Depot. Yeah, not now. Home Depot near Metropolis, Illinois. There is one here. Oh, no, it ain't. It's way over there in Paducah. Between West Paducah and Paducah. It's within 10 miles, but it's still across the bridge. And there's construction on that bridge and stuff. I'm not coming across that bridge without a thorough flush radiator system working, because that's what this thing hates, is sitting there. And now it was a leak, you know what I mean? So, yeah. I wonder if there's a U-Haul near here. Surely there's a U-Haul near here. Especially, I'd love to get a U-Haul pickup. Rent U-Haul near Metropolis, Illinois. 1.1 mile away. I can walk it. Last 2 times I rented a U-Haul, I walked it. But I don't really think I'm going to go that route. We'll see what they say about mailing it, how much it actually costs, getting it here and whatnot. If it's over $250, well, I'm going to rent a truck and go get it. That one. If it's $200, $220, something like that, I'm going to order the new one. I yap too much, you let me help you out with a little bitch slap. Because you want to come on here and be a bitch. And come back and do it again in 5 minutes. Do you know there's a supplement that is made up of marijuana? There's all kinds of things made up of marijuana. Yeah, I don't think none of it's approved by the FBI. I don't think so. I think you're right on that. I mean, that's something you could Google or whatnot, but none of it's FDA approved. It can't be. That's federal law. Now, all that's changing because it's class 1, class 3 now. So on the medical side, they're going to have to change things. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Eddie. What's up, Jan? Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right, Eddie. And if Summit Racing's got that one for 179 and stuff, you know damn well I'm going to get that one. I'm just, it would be nice to go get other parts if I had the chance. But hey, now I know where a thing is. I just know if I went there and bought it, I wouldn't lose money because it would scrap out if it was junk. But I absolutely agree that that would cost me $100 that, you know, I really don't need to spend if it ended up being bad just to go get it. I think I'll find a new one for what I'm asking, what I'm willing to spend. That's because of all the shit they do to the weed now. That's what they do with all the weed now. Uh, you're right, Eddie. Though I'm gonna probably end up when I go over here, get the address. I'm probably going to end up ordering something this evening, well, I'm not going there this evening. Tomorrow. Let's go Trump or let's go whoever's running against Trump. Whichever one that will stop the lies federally on cannabis. Destroy everybody's record. Come on, it ain't going to cost you writing nobody a check to rightfully destroy everybody's record and let everybody that's there just for pot alone. Yeah, all pot charges should just disappear and whatnot. It's all been a lie. You fucked over millions of people's lives and stuff. There's people still, kids, can't get this, that, and the other. Look at all the ones that couldn't get in the service, couldn't get loans and stuff. They fucked us so much. Why should we beg them? We're demanding that they make it not regulated by the federal government at all. Make it a God-given herb. If you don't want to call this a Christian country no more, we'll call it whatever God you're going to call this country. That's the creator of it. That's the one that made it. Tell him he made a mistake. And it's not even a freaking drug until you decarb it. So, man, we got a way to tell them if people will come together and sign the petition. But having the sensitivity to the pot, that's because it's speed grown with all kinds of genetically modified bullshit. It's grown in chemical and not dirt, and it's grown under false light. It's no longer from God or nothing. No wonder people are getting sick and paranoid and shit. We didn't manipulate our plants and shit back in the day. The worst thing they did was yank the males so they didn't get pollinated. There you go. Wow. That's kind of hot there, Jim. We're supposed to get 90-something day after tomorrow or whatever, but I'm not worried about it. I'm going into a state park. Nah, I mean, that's $100 bill out of the way. I'll probably barely have any money to get down the road. Because, by the time $250 for the radiator delivered, the antifreeze and stuff, another $30, you're talking $280, yada, 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 yada. It's going to maybe be another night here. So say $300. That leaves $120 for fuel. At $4 and some cent a gallon, that ain't even going to get close to a full tank. Now, I might have enough that it would make it to a full tank, but I forget what I rode in town on. It wasn't on a whole lot. Well, I know that, but it's not been approved. And it's going to be approved, or soon it will, but it'd be under a medical patent or a medical clause. Right now, they have it a class 1 narcotic, hallucinogenic, no medical value for recreation. That's stupid. We know it's got medical value because under the pharmaceutical side, if you have a medical card in your state and stuff, you can now possess it legally under federal law. But it's got to be in that prescribed, how much you bought, the same package, yada, yada, yada. You can't transfer medicine, you can't sell. There's so many laws on it. And they're going to start enforcing them federally, as to where they never forced them in federally since Obama. But the FDA has to approve it now. They're going to have to approve it. Now, whether they make all these other people do it, that might be how they take away recreation. But I don't think they're going to leave recreation and medical, and that might be a point right there of what they do. You know what I mean? Well, it needs to be regulated. We got to know this, we got to know that. And you're going to shave my beard off. Hey, don't obsess yourself with my beard, my armpits, my asshole hairs. Don't worry about it, okay? All they got to do is smoke a different strain or something, try a different strain. Hell, I knew a guy back when they had that spice shit. I'd take one hit of that, just to barely hit a whoa. And when I come down, throw up, taste chemicals, he could smoke a joint. He wouldn't smoke the whole joint, but he'd sit there and smoke half a joint of it. But, and then smoke half a joint later on. I couldn't believe the tolerance he had for that stuff. South Africa. Wow, cool. Oh yeah. Well, heck, I'm from Black Canyon City. My daughter's in Phoenix. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So 280 and then 380 by the time, and that's not counting food stuff. So they've always wanted hemp banned. That's what they did back in the 1930s. Hey, Carol, how you doing? Yeah, I got on here jabbering and just forgot when to stop. Before you know it, it's hour and a half. Damn. That's the way I like it. Uh-huh, uh-huh. I'm trying to breathe through the smoke. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Oh, goodness. Anybody's entitled to their own opinion, you know. I'm not going to say I'm going to argue with nobody or whatnot. Woof. What, Betty? What was that about? Just woof. Just woof. Just woof, huh? Is that it? Just woof. Yeah, just woof. Oh, it says hour and 39 minutes up here. No, I didn't start at 11. Remember, I was late. I was a few minutes late. It says an hour and 40 minutes. No, I'm not really lonely. I was just doing an update. I figured the dispensary would get a lot busier towards after 3 o'clock. You know, maybe during the 420, we'll see a few people come by. But they are three big dispensaries here. So, you know what I mean? Who knows? Huh. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I plan on it. I plan on it. That's why I wasn't really thinking about doing another 20 minutes. It was here when God created earth and the gardens and the herbs, just like it says in Genesis. And that's when he gave it to me, man, dominion over it. Behold, I've given you every herb-bearing seed. He gave it to me to eat, not to smoke, to eat. But does he mind if I get high from it? No, because otherwise he would have said, be careful when you heat your meat. Well, like, share, and follow. All the animals back in the day ate cannabis. Shit, all the animals back in the day. Anyhow, my friends, please go sign the petition at 420 Gem. Just look that up on the computer. Sign and share it as soon as possible if you would. If you're over here near Superman's town, Metropolis, Illinois, come on by, Thrive here. I'll be here one day only. Get some pictures, scan the QR, whatever. Woof. The dinosaurs and cannibals. There you go. Like I say, I am going to check out the Superman statue, like if I can get parking by it or whatever, if it's on a main drag. I may go park there one day, or at least park over there to get a picture with it. Fireman suggested that. I know that Yahweh created the heavens. I know Yahweh created the earth. I know we're under a firmament. Yeah, I know all that, and that's all I care to know. And you won't change my mind, because there was a guy that came and paid the ultimate price. And I'm going to meet the Father one day. And I believe that with all my heart and soul. So, you take evolution, whatever you want to call it. They tell me I'm on a spinning ball. Okay, well, I don't believe it. Maybe it's a stationary ball, but we're not on no spinning ball. I know what spinning feels like at high speed, at slow speed. I ran a Gravitron for years, for Christ's sakes. I always knew we weren't on a spinning ball. But who cares? No matter where you're at, it's still planet Earth. Oh, we were given yeah. But when the Rothschild medicine and school and doctrine and stuff come along, that's where all that got rewrote, put out, yada yada. Absolutely, Eddie. I sure did. And you can still find, if you search, you can still find where some of the old timers have shared here on the internet and stuff. But hey, let me get out of here, folks. I need to charge the phone. Last night I had to go because I was there a while, but still I used all my phone charge. Yeah, I'm having a pretty good day. I've gotten a couple signatures. Hopefully a couple more people come by and sign the petition. Maybe make a donation. Catch me back here at 420, my friends, Central Time. Peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand. If we try, we can get along. The dogs love you. I love you. Most of all, Joshua loves you. Have a wonderful, wonderful morning, afternoon now. And I'll see you at 420. Peace out.